So if I'm a financial advisor, talk to me about how I can really use estate planning to differentiate my practice and kind of the value that it delivers compared to the prototypical financial advisor down the street.
So the good news is the bar is super, super low. Um, if you do nothing but ask a client, do you have your documents? And get copies of that and go through the checklist and make sure they've done everything, I'd say you're probably ahead of the majority of the industry. If you are willing to take it to the next step, and then, I don't want to spend too much time talking about vanilla, but it's one of the problems we solved was good advisors were asking for the information, but they couldn't tell if it was good or not. They couldn't tell if it was up to date with changing tax law. So for example, this past year, New York changed their healthcare powers, and lawyers are not in a position where they proactively go out to everyone because there's a conflict of interest. If I call Aaron, but I don't call Steve, then I've treated Aaron better than I've treated Steve. So the easy thing to do is send out an email to all my clients and hope they read it and hope they call in and update things. But nobody likes dealing with their estate planning. It's just like
Right.
insurance. It's bought. It's sold. It's not bought. So estate
Mhm.
planning is something you have to do. So what we did was we gave advisors the ability to upload documents, and then our team and technology will review those and tell them if they're up to date with current laws, if they've got the right feature set in there, and give our clients, the advisors, a beautiful labeled package that they can get, a PDF that they can give their clients to review whether or not your planning is up to speed. So now advisors in doing their job aren't just making sure the clients have docs, but they're making sure they have the right docs. And then
Okay,
if they add,
so if I hear that correctly, part of the value proposition that you can fairly easily add to your practice with vanilla is simply the process of like let's do a checkup on your estate planning documents and see if they look complete.
yep.
Got it.
And what we built into it was effectively an estate planning CRM that gets all the data and then lets the advisor know when the client should update their information.
Mm.
So you may have picked, Joe Bag of Donuts as your fiduciary, and that was 10 years ago. It turns out you don't even like Joe anymore. But, God forbid you get hit by a bus and Joe Bag of Donuts is your fiduciary, and that's not what you wanted.
Right.
So part of the software is to help advisors to check in with their clients and say, Aaron, do you still want Joe as your fiduciary? Oh, no, Joe, I don't even like Joe anymore. Check
Yeah.
this box. It'll help you change it. So it's make sure they got the right information, make sure it's updated, and reminders to stay on top of it so their clients have the right things in place.